Today, I'm going to be attempting to take the Golden State Warriors from 15-16 to NBA champions in the same season. Needless to say, this has been a disaster class of a season for Golden State. Draymond, he can't control his hands, his arms, his legs. He can't control himself, man. So he's the first player we're going to be looking to move in this rebuild. I understand. He's a franchise piece, a guy who has been there for all the championships that have been won in the Steph Curry, Clay, and Dre era, but it's time to move on, man. He's causing more drama than he is worth at this point. Mr. Triple Single can go. So we're going to go get Jrue Holiday in this trade. Holiday, he's a defensive-oriented player who I think could be a good fit alongside Steph Curry. He brings a good enough size to where we could play him at the 2 at 6'5". Now, I'm not sure if we're completely committed to Jrue Holiday at this point in time. Maybe we see what offers are out there for him, but I really do like the idea of having Jrue Holiday on the team. I think he can be a valuable piece for us. This trade for Lauri Markkanen and John Collins is kind of interesting, but I know that I can get something like that if I just threw Klay Thompson in a first in the trade finder. Lauri Markkanen is a player who doesn't have crazy value. Yeah, there you go. Lauri Markkanen and John Collins. What did I tell y'all? So boom, we get Lauri Markkanen on the team. I think Markkanen can be a good piece for us. Now, I wonder if we could get a Paul George type of player if we move Markkanen. Now, he's not making enough salary, so maybe we throw him with Wiggs in a first. I really want Paul George on this team. Oh my gosh, man, I'm manifesting it, bro. I'm manifesting it. I really do this. See, I've been around the block a couple times when it comes to 2K, and that's really paying off right now because I can throw certain players in the trade finder and boom, I know exactly who's about to pop up. Hold on. Let me see if I can hop in my crystal ball and predict who I'm getting for Chris Paul. All right, so we're going to do Paul and Jonathan Kuminga. You know what? Guess who I want in this trade? I want Alperen Sengun, and watch, he's going to pop up. Oh, okay, I was wrong. I'm not really him like that. My bad. Julius Randle went crazy tonight. I mean, maybe we could trade for him. I don't really want Julius Randle on my team, though. So, yeah, I don't really mess with any of these Chris Paul offers. I'm assuming Paul isn't a guy who's going to have crazy value. He is 38 years old and making $30 million. That's kind of crazy. I mean, there's some decent players out there, but nothing too crazy. So I think what we need to do is replenish some of our draft capital so that we can get some more value out of these players on big contracts. Because, yeah, a team might not want Chris Paul, but if we attach some draft picks, it might be a little more enticing to them. You know what I mean? So, boom, we just got 2 first-round picks. That should really help. Yo, yesterday I recorded a Pistons rebuild, right, for the main channel because it's basically the talk of the NBA world right now, how trash the Detroit Pistons are, right? So I went out there and I tried to take them from 2-28, their current record, to NBA champions in one season. If you haven't seen the video and want to check it out, here's your spoiler alert. I'm about to spoil the whole vid. So yeah, but yeah, man, I actually did it. It was crazy. It was an insane rebuild, and that's what actually gave me the idea for this. Because the Warriors, you know, they're kind of middle of the pack right now, 15-16. So I thought, oh, let's try to take them from 15-16 to champs in one season. I'm a Warriors fan. We can do a little Warriors rebuild. It'll all be fine and dandy. So boom, now we're here doing this rebuild. All right, so we got 2 first-round picks along with Chris Paul now. I was hoping that could get us some good pieces. It doesn't seem that that's the case. Yeah, man, I'm not seeing anything that I really mess with too much in this trade finder. How about if we do John Collins, Jonathan Kuminga, and a first-round pick? We see 85 overall Julius Randle along with Emmanuel Quickley. Is that the move we go for? I also didn't know Tari Eason was an 80 overall until today, where me and my friends, we went to the store. We bought one of those boxes of NBA cards, right? It has 6 packs in it. And then we went ahead and split it up. We each got 2 packs because there was 3 of us, and we ran a 2K tournament. And I think maybe 2 of us had Tari Eason on our squad, and he was an 80 overall. I was surprised by that. I'm sure he's been hooping in real life. To be honest with y'all, I haven't been keeping up with the NBA as crazily as I was over the past few seasons. If y'all didn't know, for a little while there, I was doing an NBA news channel, so I really had to keep up with what's going on around the league. Oh my goodness, Bam Adebayo is insane. Yeah, we're taking this Bam trade. The Warriors, they've always needed exaggerated size. But yeah, man, I was really keeping up with what was going on around the league for a couple years because I was doing this NBA channel, right? It's called Danny Hoops. But I was doing that for a bit, so I was watching the NBA and really keeping up with it. I've kind of taken a break from that channel for at least a little while. It was just getting really taxing, and I just didn't like it as much as I used to. I've been thinking about coming back for a bit, but I've kind of got a lot on my plate right now. I'm in college. I'm doing this channel. I'm doing the main channel. There's a lot going on for me right now. And this isn't to complain about what I do. I'm blessed to do what I do, but I do want to say that sometimes it could get exhausting doing that NBA stuff. And like I said, this isn't to complain. A lot of people have a lot harder things that they got to do than what I do. I sit in my chair and play video games. But when I was doing the NBA stuff, man, in the summers, right? And this is when I'm like 16, 17 years old, right? In the summers, I'm sitting down, I'm just monitoring NBA news. And there was a summer where I was literally just doing NBA news videos and going to the gym. That was my whole day. I would spend 10 hours, 12 hours almost every day making NBA content, man. And yes, it was fun, but I couldn't leave the house without worrying, oh, is some news going to come out that I'm going to miss out on, And I feel like, it was a good time and I experienced a lot of growth on my channel. I'm not complaining about it, but it was a time in my life where I missed out on certain things that other people my age might have been able to do, like going out and hanging out with my friends and stuff. I feel like I didn't do that as much that summer as I should. And now I'm kind of playing catch up on that, trying to hang out with my friends more, spend more time with them. Because you look at these times of your life, for any of my young guys who are watching these videos, you're in your teenage years, right? I feel like it's a very important time of your life to go out, have fun with your friends. And having fun with your friends doesn't mean doing anything too crazy, man. I know that can be the tendency of a lot of people to go out there and be reckless, but I think it's important to stay grounded, not do anything too insane, man. I mean, obviously it's up to y'all. It's your life. I'm not going to tell you how to live it, but I'm just saying, just think before you do anything too insane that you might end up regretting. Because I know when you're young, the peer pressure, everything like that. I'm not trying to sound like an old head, but hopefully y'all get where I'm coming from and what I'm saying right now. And if you don't, I guess you're probably headed for a huge mistake. But anyway, let's get back to this rebuild. We got Steph, we got PG, we got Bam, we got Drew. Oh my gosh, this team is incredible. Now we could take DeMar DeRozan and 2 firsts. I bet that gets us somebody crazy. We could get Chris Middleton. We could get Kobe White and Vooch. We could get Jared Allen. We could get Jaren Jackson. Okay, some interesting pieces. Okay. I see D Fox in the trade finder, and he might be the guy we have to go for. I understand Steph Curry is a point guard, so is De'Aaron Fox. Yeah, that's how positions work in basketball. But we can flip De'Aaron Fox for somebody crazy. A Porzingis wouldn't be bad. But is there anybody around? Ooh, we could get JB and a first. That seems kind of nice. We could get Jamal Murray and a first. We could get Splash Mountain, Karl Anthony Towns, 87 overall. An interesting piece there. But you know what? I think I'm going to take JB in a first. He's the same overall as De'Aaron Fox, leading me to believe that they should have similar value, and we get a pick. Oh my gosh, man, I forgot to pause the recording. I was just sitting there in silence for a second. That's my bad, y'all. Sometimes I just got to stop, and I'll usually pause the recording so I can take a breath real quick, because I just talk too fast sometimes, and then I'm running out of breath. And that sounds crazy, running out of breath, sitting in a chair talking to, a virtual basketball game. But let me tell y'all, sometimes I'm running out of breath, and it's not like my cardio's that trash. I can go out and hoop for a good amount of time. Anyway, this is what the team is looking like. We got a nice starting 5, Steph, PG, Bam, KP, and Drew Holiday. Now it's just time to work on the bench. We're good with Quick and Caruso. That's a nice little combination. Shout out Drake, combination. But anyway, we got Quick, Caruso as our backcourt. I like this because Quick is good offensively, and then Caruso, he's going to bring it defensively. He can space the floor for you as well. We've got Kevon Looney as a backup 5. He could be a guy who we stick with, but I bet if I pair him with Moses Moody, we get somebody kind of nice. Miles Bridges, not exactly the guy I'm looking for. Man, I see him pop up in the trade finder all the time, and I always ignore him just for the morals. But hold on. I saw a decent little trade here. Jalen Johnson and Saddiq Bey. We're gonna take that trade package. We get 2 little wing players, which is nice. But I bet if we package them together, we get somebody a little better. Okay, no. But honestly, we could hold on to both of them, have them be our wing guys. We play Jalen Johnson at the 3. Saddiq stays at the 4. Oh no, Saddiq goes up to an 80 at the 3. So we keep Saddiq, have him play the 3. We could have Jalen Johnson play the 4. Dario Saric, honestly, he's serviceable as a backup 5. Is he just the guy who we go with at the 5? I think so. Yeah. All right. So that's how we're going to run it, I think. I mess with the team. I like how it looks. So let's just get to it, man. Can y'all believe that the new year is coming up, man? I've never been a big New Year's resolution type of guy. I think that some of the best resolutions can be made on a random day. Let's say it's March 23rd and you're like, I'm going to start hitting the gym consistently. If you start hitting it then that's a resolution for you. It doesn't have to happen in the new year. You know what I mean? I've always thought that mindset was kind of silly. Now, it might work for some people, but this whole thing of, I'm going to hit the gym starting January 1st and then it's going to change everything. Why weren't you hitting the gym on December 3rd? You know what I mean? So I feel like this whole new year, let's set big goals and everything. Let's do this stuff. Yes, it can be great, and I think it's great to set goals for yourself. One of the goals I have for myself in 2024 is to hit 100,000 subscribers on the main channel. But what I feel the difference is I've been working on that channel throughout the year. It's not like I'm just starting my YouTube channel on January 1st and I'm like, okay, let's get to 100K. I've never posted. I don't really have a plan of what I'm going to do. I feel like it's nice that let me back up real quick because I feel like I'm talking too fast. All right, let's say your plan for this new year is to hit the gym, right? I feel like some people are going to make their goal too simple and say, you know what? I'm just going to hit the gym this year. But you need to be specific. How many days are you going to hit the gym? What does your schedule look like? Are you going to be able to realistically go every day? And is that even good for your body? You might need to talk to a trainer if that's something you can do financially. Also, you have to look at the financials of it. Can you afford a gym membership? The proximity. How close is the nearest gym to you? Is that gym going to be packed? Because everybody else has a New Year's resolution. And can I work around that and find a time where people aren't going to go to the gym? I feel like typically a good time where people aren't at the gym, just, free game. If y'all can make it in the middle of the day, if you're a college student or something, the middle of the day is pretty good, or before people get off work. Because if you're pulling up to the gym at 6 p.m. on a Monday, especially after the new year, man, you might be cooked. But yeah, I feel like being more specific about the goals you have is very important, because one thing that's been very big for me is consistency, right? One thing I always like to do, like especially with YouTube, is be incredibly consistent and go out there and put in some work each day towards my channel, almost sometimes to a fault. Like, man, I was sitting there on Christmas night, right? And we had gotten done opening gifts and everything. I was about to go to bed because I was really tired. I had ate way too much food, bro. I was about to go into food coma. But I was like, hold on, man. I'm super tired. It's Christmas night. Maybe I should record a video for the second channel, get a little yap session. But I was real tired. So sometimes you got to know when to give yourself breaks. But I just think it's good to go in with a plan, especially if you have something like hitting the gym, or if you want to start YouTube. Do some research. Figure out what you got to do. You still got time. It's December 29th right now. If you're starting that on January 1st, you got a little day or two to do some research. Anyway, LeBron James wins Clutch Player of the Year. I don't know why I had to shout out Bron. I saw Bron was starting a Twitch stream. But anyway, we casually made like the greatest comeback of all time. We started off the season, 15-16, finish out 56-26, and we also ended off the season on a 10-game win streak. Round number 1, we're taking on Sacramento. We beat them in 6. Round 2, we got the Pels. We sweep them. Conference Finals, we got the Clips, and we beat them in 6. So now we're moving on to the NBA Finals, where we're taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. This is a beautiful team, bro. This team I put together, not to toot my own horn, but I really cooked. Game number 1 goes to Milwaukee. Game number 2 goes to us. Game 3 goes to Milwaukee. Okay, we're down 3-1. All right, I was too busy complimenting myself to realize this team was not good enough to win an NBA championship. So you know what? We're going into the offseason. We're going to lock in and try to win this team a chip. Yes, the ultimate goal was to turn them around and go ahead and win the chip in one season, but that didn't happen. So we got to go back and try and do the next best thing. I don't have the draft class imported right now, so let me do that. Oh, it's not going to let me. Oh, shoot. Well, that's my bad. We'll just have to rock with the auto-generated players. It doesn't even really matter for real. Shout out to Big Judd. He's going to be the number 1 pick in this draft, it looks like, but I don't really care about all that. What I'm really going to be focused on is the team player options, qualifying offers, all that. So Drew Holiday does accept his player option, and then Paul George ends up declining. He's looking for more money in free agency. But when you look at Drew Holiday, man, yeah, I mean, he's 34. He's on the last year of his contract. He's a player I want to move off of as soon as possible. I want to do it before that regression hits for our guy. Drew Holiday. Now this trade, Lulu is a crazy name, but anyway, Draymond Green, he's got the same name twice. Anyway, Draymond Green and Derek White is in this trade package. Yeah, Draymond, welcome back to the Bay, but let me tell you, man, you are not here to stay. Rhyming accidentally, oh my goodness. But yeah, Draymond is not here to stay. We can get Fred VanVleet in a crazy first, but we also have to trade away Alex Caruso. I don't want to do that. We could get Anthony Black. Seems like he has a ton of value. Oh my goodness. We might have to bring in Anthony Black just for the value he brings. But you know what? We'll go get Walker Kessler. That's a better backup 5 for us. I think we had Kavan as our previous backup 5. And then for qualifying offers, we'll extend one to Quick and we'll extend one to Saddiq Bey. And we should be rocking and rolling there. Rocking and rolling. It's crazy. But anyway, let's give Paul George an offer. Of course, we'll swing PG a big bag. He's going to be coming back quickly. We'll throw some money. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, great. Anybody else we got to prioritize? Not necessarily. Saddiq Bey is another player who I'd like to have back on the team, though, so let me find him here on the list. I'm not sure that we'll have enough money. Oh, he's restricted. Why does it say I don't have enough money if he's restricted? Why can't I don't understand. All right, well, maybe he'll get an offer and we'll be able to match it. If not, I guess we're cooked. Shout out to 2K if that's the case. If I'm just cooked, I don't really understand why. Bro, it's almost 11 o'clock right now. I don't know what I'm doing, bro. Like, I don't know why I'm still playing the game right now. I was hanging out with my friends and stuff, but, and then I just came home and I was like, I want to record. So here I am recording. But hopefully nobody in the family wants to go to sleep too soon. I probably need to get off the Xbox. Or not the Xbox. I'm on the PlayStation. But anyway, yeah, y'all get what I'm saying. I probably need to get off the game soon. But anyway, so that means I got to lock in. That gives me more motivation to get this championship. Anyway, we're going to keep it pushing past free agency unless I can sign anybody decent on my mid-level. Doesn't look like it. But before we get to player progression, get Paul George off my basketball team, bro. I'm sorry, PG. It's with all due respect. Don't get me wrong. I mess with you. You're a great basketball player. Cool podcast. Podcast P. Ahaha. But, yeah, man, I can't have you on my team right now. We could go get a guy like B.I., Mikal Bridges. Definitely some solid options here, actually. Like a lot of these options. Darius Garland's another piece who's interesting to me. I know we have point guards, but, I mean, he's a cool player. We could go get Trey and bring back Warriors legend Kevon Looney. Oh, Kevon wasn't on the team all this time. Anyway, let's see what we can get for Trae Young, because I'm assuming Trey's a guy who's going to have more value than our guy Paul George, and I might be wrong on that. But we'll see what we can do in Trae Young trades. Maybe we throw Kevon Looney with them and see where we can go from there. Would you look at that? We could get Paul George back on the team. We could go get James Harden and Lauri Markkanen, but that requires us to trade Derek White. And I know the regression is going to hit crazy for James Harden, so that's not really something I'm too interested in. I need a player who can play on the wing for me, a guy who's going to be able to run small forward, and maybe Mikal is our guy. Mikal Bridges, we're going to bring him to the team. So now we got Steph Curry, Quick, Derek White, Alex Caruso. We got Mikal. We got too many power forwards here, but that's a problem that's pretty easily solvable. We slide Jalen Johnson over to the 3, and then we have a good amount of small forwards. Oh, this is beautiful, man. This is beautiful. I put together an incredible tandem of basketball players that should win an NBA championship. Oh, Saddiq Bey is back too, so that helps. Oh, Alex Caruso regressed. All right, so now that Saddiq Bey is back, how about we package him and Alex Caruso and we just go get a better backup 2 guard? Okay, well, I guess we can't do that because that's not an option. What if we just do Saddiq Bey? Can we get somebody decent at the 2? Man, I'm not getting any offers. All right, whatever. Let's just run it, see how it goes. If I need to make any changes, I will. My voice is cracking so much, man. I did just post a video on the main channel. I'll press publish and then resume this recording, but it's called The Warriors Suck, so I traded Curry. I thought it was a banger. It was a really fun one, so once you're done watching this video, if you want to check that out, feel free to. You don't have to if you don't want to, but Anyway, we're not doing very well right now. We might have to do something. It seems like my comment I made about the Warriors sucking is continuing to stay true, despite the fact that I have done a lot of things to try and improve this basketball team. Okay, as I was talking about how bad we went on a crazy win streak. Sometimes that happens with teams I built in 2K. Let me know if this happens to y'all in the comments, but we'll get off to a really rocky start to the season, but then we'll go on some crazy win streak. really start to pick things up and win a lot more basketball games. I'm not sure if that happens to y'all when y'all are doing your rebuilds. Let me know in the comment section, though. I already said that. Y'all know how it gets, though. It's 11 o'clock, man. I'm low-key tired. I probably sound like an old head, but oh my goodness. Like, the past couple days, I've been waking up at like 9, 10 o'clock. And, I just can't stand it, man. Maybe that needs to be one of my New Year's resolutions, is to stop waking up that late. But sometimes stuff is going on with friends, or I'm on the game, talking to people and stuff, and that's when that kind of stuff conspires. It happens a little later at night, which leads me to stay up a little later. And personally, I'm the type of guy who definitely needs that 8 hours of sleep. Maybe I can go with 7.5 or 7 here or there, but not very often. If that happens a couple days in a row, I'm absolutely cooked. I know some people, bro, especially in school, they would be bragging about, I slept 4 hours last night. Like, that's great for you. You're running off of G Fuel and coffee. Like that's incredible. Your body's a science experiment. But, me personally, I don't really want to rock that way. I want to actually have some energy. I'm not a coffee drinker, which might sound crazy, especially to some of my Starbucks heads who are watching this video. Or wait, can I say that? Starbucks is getting canceled, isn't it? I'm not sure what's going on with that, so that's my bad. But yeah, man, bro, I'm telling y'all, I do not drink coffee. It's just not my thing. I don't think that relying on something like caffeine, and it's no offense to any of y'all if y'all drink caffeine or anything, because I'm sure there's worse things I put in my body, bro. I just smacked a pizza and it was outstanding, but that's probably a science experiment in and of itself. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot of oil and stuff in it. It might not be good for me, but guess what? It tasted good and it was yummy in my tummy. But yeah, man, when you're looking at stuff like coffee, bro, the problem with coffee is, man, I just don't want to rely on it to keep me up. What type of win streak are we on right now? 20 game? Dog, this is what I'm talking about. We start off the season so bad, and now we're just on the greatest win streak ever. So, shout out to the team for that. But yeah, I'm just not a big fan of coffee. Don't want to rely on it for energy. If y'all want to, that's cool with y'all, and y'all can do that. How we go from winning 20 million games in a row to losing 3 in a row? That makes no sense. But it looks like we're either going to be the 1 seed or 2 seed. We just beat OKC, which is huge because they're the 1 seed. Oh man, come on, give us this last win and give us the 1 seed, please, please, please. We're not gonna get it. The Joker is dominant in the 2K sim. Let me know if y'all like playing with the Joker though in play now. I can't stand it, man. Oh my goodness. He's just not a fun player to use in the world of 2K. And I'm sorry, that's with all due respect. I think he's a cool player to watch in real life, but oh my gosh, bro. The play now is ugly. We're cooking right now in the playoffs. We swept the first 2 rounds. Round number 3, conference finals, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder, bro. The Thunder are way too good in the sim. Game 1 goes to the Thunder. Game 2 is going to go to us. They're up 2-1. We're tied up at 2 apiece. Come on, bro. I'm trying to get this rebuild over with and go to bed. So can we just win this one? That would be really incredible. Come on, Steph. Come on. Y'all need to lock in. We're losing, guys. This isn't good. Let's force 7. Oh my gosh. All right, man. All right. Time to really, really lock in expeditiously so that we can win this championship. We got to go crazy. Nets got the number 1 pick via Phoenix. I just saw that. And that's something I could see happening in real life, because you look at the fact that Phoenix isn't even doing great right now, and they just got KD. Imagine once KD starts to get older, things could really get ugly over in Phoenix. Now, we got to bring back Jalen Johnson on the qualifying. We will be sure to do that. Oh, we also got to bring back Derek White. That's going to be big. Alex Caruso, I guess we'll bring him back for moral support at this point. He's not too great, though. We can bring back Sadiq, I guess. Oh, dude, this is going to be expensive. Oh, my gosh. I don't know how we're going to afford this. Man, being an NBA owner must be really expensive, but I'm sure they make a lot of money because they sell popcorn for like $8 billion for 1 kernel of popcorn. You know what I mean? Bro, it's actually crazy. Like, the NBA arena prices are ridiculous. I think it's insane. Like, you're paying, $5, $6 for a bottle of water or something. And most of the time, like, stadium food, I feel like it's pretty mid, I don't feel like they're cooking up any gourmet creations in those stadiums. It's normally some mid food that's not really moving the needle, you know what I mean? You could get something better someplace else, probably for a much cheaper price. Another place that is so overpriced, oh my goodness, dog. It's so annoying. I don't even like movies for, we should get him in Thompson. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, let's get him in Thompson. But, oh my goodness, man. I just hate going going to the movies now. It's just something I do not like to do. It's so expensive that I don't really like movies that much. Like, I don't know. There's just no appeal to it to me. Because I've never been one of those people who, like, gets into all the Marvel movies and all the story of the Marvel movies. I don't care about that. So like, what movies are there that are really going to intrigue me? Now, sometimes watching a movie here or there with my friends can be fun. I've heard The Wolf of Wall Street is a good movie. I think it's inappropriate though. So for any of my young little kids who were born after how young are these kids these days? If you were born after probably 2007 or something, you probably shouldn't be watching it because I think it's rated R. Wait, that means if you were born like after 05 or something like that, you probably shouldn't be watching it. But viewer discretion is advised is basically what I'm saying. But yeah, I've heard that was a good movie. But in recent memory for me, I haven't seen a ton of good movies just because I haven't watched many. Bro, oh my gosh, I saw that new Ninja Turtles movie because one of my friends was like, oh, let's go see the Ninja Turtles movie. One of the worst movies I've ever watched, bro. It was so trash. I hated every second of that. I'm not hating that crazy, but it just wasn't very good. But yeah, didn't mess with the Ninja Turtles movie. I saw Space Jam 2. It was cool for what it was. It's a kid's movie. It was fine and dandy. It got the job done, I guess. LeBron James, right? But yeah, that was kind of a cool movie. One movie that we watched it in school. It was called Pursuit of Happiness. It has Will Smith and his son in there. Really good movie. Messed with that one a lot. I think I watched that. That was probably over a year ago. Man, time flies. Shout out to that one Drake song. But time really flies, man. It's absolutely crazy. But all right, speaking of time, it is 11:07 p.m. I'm trying to finish this rebuild. So we got to lock in right now and finish things up, get this team right. Because we're the 3 seed right now, which is fine. But that does not make us the best, which, is kind of obvious. We're the 3 seed, not the 1 seed. So we got to do something to make something happen, get this team just a little bit better. I think a piece like Amen Thompson packaged together with a contract like Sadiq Bey could get us somebody crazy. Mikal Bridges back is interesting. I think I saw Jalen Duren somewhere in there. Yeah, I did. There's also a Keontae George in that trade. Is that a good one for us? What's Keontae been doing? He's been all right. How's Amen been? He's been all right. How's Sadiq Bey been? He's also been all right. Now, I know, yes, Jalen Duren's a demon in the 2K simulation, so we're going to bring in Duren, which means we might have to change some things around positionally. I'll figure that out in a second, though, because I don't think I'm done maneuvering just yet. What could we get for, Bam in a first? Could we get somebody crazy who really helps us out? I mean, I'm not saying Bam's a guy I want to move. The numbers are fine from Bam Adebayo. I mean, Sengun, what's he been doing? Oh, the assists, man. I feel like as a playmaker, Sengun really moves the needle. They're the same overall. I'm going to try it just to, spice things up. We'll bring in Sengun to be the starting 5. And then we'll look at Porzingis in the first, because why not? We got to, go through all our options. Porzingis only 31% from the 3. We need a little better than that. We could get Darius Garland. Garland might be more valuable than KP. What's Jaren Jackson been doing? Yeah, he hasn't been that good. So I'm not thinking that Jackson's the move. You know what? I don't think any of those trades are really for us. So let's see what the team's looking like. We're good at point guard. We have no shooting guards. Okay, so that's a problem. I think one way we can solve that problem is by sliding our guy, Emmanuel Quickley, over to the 2 guard. So that helps a little bit. Now we also are just going to need to find another 2 guard, which should be pretty easy if we just take, do we take Jalen Duren? I mean, he's making a lot of money. I think we do. I was going to say we trade Walker Kessler, but he's not making much money, which means we probably wouldn't find anybody making significant salary in a trade, which means we probably wouldn't get a good piece in an offer. Is Zach LaVine our 2 guard option? I don't want him to be, but he might have to be. You know what? We're going to try Walker Kessler because I'm not liking any of the Jalen Duren offers that I'm getting right now. Just somebody give me a serviceable, this is fine. Give me Jaime Jaquez. We'll move him over to the 2 guard. He seems easy to trade for in 2K. I'm not really sure why, because he's like a good young piece. But yeah, this is what the team is looking like. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. Do we have too many centers? No, okay. Yeah, everything looks fine. Let's run it. Let's see how the rest of this season goes. Let's get this championship, man. I just realized before I was saying we were the 3 seed when we were the 2 seed. But anyway, yeah, let's keep it pushing. Also, one more thing, man. I was watching that Pistons and Celtics game. It was incredible, bro. Shout out to the Pistons. I know they lost, I know, but man, they fought hard. And I know that's probably the last thing a Pistons fan wants to hear right now is, oh, they tried their best or whatever. But dog, they really tried their best out there. They played with some great effort. It was an incredible game, bro. Both teams were playing with great intensity because the Celtics, they didn't want to lose to a team that's on a crazy losing streak, a historical disaster class losing streak, right? So the Celtics, they didn't want to lose, and the Pistons, they had a chance to win. They haven't done that in, months, years, it feels like at this point, right? So they wanted to win, and of course the Celtics didn't want to give up the dub, which made for a great matchup, overtime thriller. It was great, man. Bogdanovich had that tip in. Oh, what a beautiful display of basketball. We ended up as the 5 seed. Oh, wow. The West was crazy. The wild, wild West. Ah, ha, ha. Round number 1, we're taking on the Pels. Come on, let's get out of here. Oh, we beat them in 7. All right. Round number 2, we got the Denver Nuggets. I'm not even going to look into that first series too much. We're just going to keep it pushing. And in game, oh my gosh, why'd I freeze up like that, bro? I thought I could cut it out like in my normal videos. Y'all should see how many times I mess up and cut it out. Game number 1 goes to the Nuggets. Game 2 is going to go to us. Nuggets take game 3 and game 4. Oh my gosh, man. We just keep losing, bro. I'm going to give it one more chance. I'm going to take one more stab at it. Try to win a championship one last time. Bro, my voice just keeps cracking. But we are at 11:14 p.m. right now. I am tired, and I'm ready to go to sleep, bro. Oh, did I just skip to free agency? No, I didn't. See, I'm out of it. But anyway, did Steph retire? Because that could really cook the whole vid. Oh, all right, well, that wraps it up. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.